Political pundits have looked upon their crystal ball and say the northeastern province, northeastern, no longer province, promises to produce interesting political jewels in the run-up to the 2022 general election. Some of them have vowed to defy the traditionally negotiated democracy, which is spearheaded by the region's elders. Among them, Education CAS Chief Administrative Secretary Hassan Noor Hassan has set his eyes on the Mandera gubernatorial seat, and that is under the new UPIA movement, and he says he will contest whether or not he is endorsed by the elders. Vincent Odwor, what else do you have for us?
Absolutely. The politics in the northeastern region is really gaining momentum, whereby right now the political battle is being fashioned between a section of leaders allied to Treasury Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yatani and also another section of leaders allied to Deputy President William Ruto, being led by the likes of the Mandera Governor Ali Roba and other people. But right now, as we know, these are regions that has always been anchored on what is known as consensus democracy or negotiated democracy moving forward. And these are issues that are going to play a role, and also the candidates who are going to vie without that ahead of the 2022 general elections. And we saw leaders allied to the Treasury CS coming up with a political movement called UPIA, a movement which is now making inroads into the northeastern region, and it has largely also made inroads into Mandera County, whereby the Education CAS Hassan Noor Hassan is among the people or will be gunning for the Mandera gubernatorial position. And with me here is the CAS of Education Hassan Noor Hassan, and we would like to know, we know you have been pushing for UPIA movement to really take political control in northeastern region. Why is that, and why have you been, as leaders, agreed to settle on this movement?
First of all, we are gathered here at Sir Ali Sports Club as the County of Mandera to affirm our commitment and support to His Excellency the President and the former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga for the manner in which they are leading this country in terms of peace and stability. And this meeting here today is affirming their commitment to the movement of UPIA that's going to set the political agenda for this region. We want to say that we are not only bystanders in seeking for the development handouts. We must be part of the political process. We must be part of the political debate and dialogue that's going on in this country. And all our people are here fully behind us. They are united and they are committed to the cause of making sure that our voices are heard. And these voices are going to be heard through the UPIA coalition movement. This coalition is being headed currently by none other than the CS Treasury Ukur Yatani, and we are fully behind him as leaders, as community. And you can see this population who have gathered here today have come here for that commitment.
I saw you say that you are a person who supports, consensus democracy or negotiated democracy. What do you make of that model in our politics this time round as we head to 2022 general elections?
Consensus democracy is always safer. It creates stability amongst communities, and I still support consensus democracy. We are still in our primaries in Mandera County. We have had our primaries last week in Banissa. It has not gone very well, but we'll thrash it and make sure that it goes on very well. And therefore, we still support consensus democracy because it creates stability. In a consensus democracy, we have persuasion and dialogue. That it takes a lot of time. It is time consuming, but at the end of the day, it is the best option, where everybody feels satisfied, everybody felt that he's wanted, and nobody is left out. It's a win-win situation for all communities.
There are people who say that the eastern region normally fears being out of government because of its historical political history. Do you think that is what is pushing really leaders from that area to really yearn to be in government? They are always in government of the day.
We have always supported government, and we have always benefited from that support. And we want to thank His Excellency the President for the continued engagement and support he has given to the region. There is no doubt we cannot be in the opposition. Opposition, of course, has its own shortcomings. We don't have the luxury of being in opposition. We want to be part of the political agenda. We want to be part of the development process of this country. And the only way to make it is to be in government and support the political system.
Thank you so much. That is Education CAS Hassan Noor Hassan, and therefore he is going to gun for the Mandera gubernatorial position, and we are going to see how the politics will continue to shape as we head to the 2022 general election. That is it for now. I'm taking you back to studio.